what you made me. Look what you made me. Look what you made me. Look what you made me do.
What's good people? Thought Provoking Podcast. Hey man, go ahead and do me a favor. Click that like, share, and subscribe. You already know what I say. HBO special. Hey man, we're about to do some believing around here. That's what today's podcast is about. It's about believing. Believing in you. Believing in what you do. There's no way you can get to where you need to be if you don't believe in something. You know, believing in God. You know, that faith. Hey man, Martin Luther King said every man must do two things alone. He must do his own believing and his own dying. Can't nobody do that for you. You got some people that can sit back and believe it in you, yeah, but at the end of the day, if you don't believe in what you're doing, you're not going to make it. If you don't believe in yourself, you're going to have a problem. You know, I shared a story on one of my videos about how it took me so long to pass the test that I was trying to pass in order to get out of the situation that I was in because of the circumstance of me being dyslexic. 7 years. That whole time it took a lot of belief, especially in the things of today. It takes a lot of belief to get past situations in life. Believing is a powerful force that shapes how you interpret the world and navigate your life. That's big. It can provide comfort in times of uncertainty, fuel determination when facing challenges, and guide our values and decisions. How many people believe that? What you believe does do a lot about what you value and your decisions. Like, two things will always be true about an individual. Somebody that sit back and say they can't, and somebody that say that they can. I can say one thing about the person that says they can't. Are they in an environment that sits back that produces that can't do? Not the can do, but the can't do. Is their environment sit back telling them that? It's usually they stick themselves around individuals, or they surround themselves with material to sit back and, you know, the failing mentality. But I'm gonna sit back and tell you, you know, that individual that always sit back and says, I can do. Like, it's that individual that won't have no time to sit back and gossip with you about who's doing what. You say, hey man, let me tell you something. And you just be like, huh? It's a difference. It's a huge bit difference with that environment. You have to surround yourself with a bunch of people that believe in what they do, regardless on the outcome. Hey, I could be failing like in everything I do. I'm still gonna believe in it, regardless. I used to, you know, in college. Let me put this out here. I didn't know what was going on. I'm dyslexic. I went to school at 30, to college at 30. I was still dyslexic. Once again, still dyslexic. Didn't know what was going on. I'm around a whole bunch of young kids. I didn't know how I was going to get through what I was going to get through with that school situation. But I believed. That stands to be true. I believed and I pushed. When you believe in what you can do, you're going to fight your damnedest to get to where you needed to be. And guess what? I was on academic probation. Yeah. I had a couple of F's. It didn't knock me back. Might have set me back, but it didn't push me off my feet and believe in what I can achieve. You have to have something inside of yourself to sit back and tell you that you can do it. Whether rooted in faith, personal experience, or trust in others, belief has the ability to unite people through shared convictions or divide them through differing perspectives. What I sit back and say, about those two people that believe and don't believe. One will barely hang around the other. They could be a family member or a best friend. They would rarely have a conversation with one another. because perspectives are different. You look at things differently. I'm telling you, when I was in school, it was rare that I was around an individual that was talking negative. When I was on my way to the military, I was pretty much by myself a lot. If I needed to have a conversation with somebody, it was usually my father. It was me and the man with the S on his chest, my Superman. So like, check your corner, you know? I already sat back and said you have to believe in yourself. But I'm also gonna sit back and say you can't do it alone, especially at a certain age. If you're doing it alone, you listen to me, you need a support system to get you through certain things in life. A lot of people don't sit back and believe that they'd be a little bit too much in themselves to sit back and say, I did it alone. It's not true. If you're married, you're not doing it alone. If you got a friend that has ideas about certain things, you're not doing it alone. You're not. And if you are doing it alone, you are a lonely individual. I'm not saying that in that context. You just catch what I say. I know you're lonely because you're trying to figure out who's who and what's what in your circle, because you made it to a particular position in life to sit back and say you can make decisions. And a lot of people come along the way to sit back and ride the ride just because of your position. But at the end of the day, you need somebody to help you that will support you in your endeavors. That's important, man. Having somebody that just unload on it, somebody that's tell you the truth. I mean, how many people have that in their lives? Somebody to sit back and just tell them the truth about some things that's going on with them in their life. Ultimately, belief is not just about accepting something that's true. It's about investing hope, identity, and purpose. Check my video about the importance of purpose into ideas that matter to us. So, nobody wants to hear this. You do need a support system, don't get me wrong. I might be kind of jumping up on what I'm saying with that support system thing, but that wasn't supposed to be a part of this video. But you do need a support system. And I'm going to tell you something else. What you believe in matters to you. It's not going to matter too much to nobody else. Yeah, you might have friends that believe in your abilities of what you do. Yes, that's one thing. But be perfectly clear. What you have is for you. You might not have no friends that support it, but they believe in you, but they won't support it. Well, how could you sit back and say they believe in you, but don't support what you're doing? Hey man, that's the funny game of your ventures. Like that's so crazy. It's like me being in the military. They might have supported me, but they didn't believe in what I was doing. I had to believe in that thing to make that thing work. I had a lot of people supporting me, cheering me on, hoping I succeed. But at the end of the day, I was the only one that believed in what I was, because I was always asked the questions. Man, I got your back, but why you doing what you doing? You doing what? Oh man, okay, man, go ahead. I got you. It's a difference between somebody supporting you and somebody believing in you. Them two don't mix together. You always have to catch that. Hey man, believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself before anybody can believe in you. I hope you catch what I'm saying. One individual outside of yourself cannot believe in you, cannot put that much belief into you to where you do it. If I continue to tell you what you're capable of, and if I'm not around telling you, say like you're my friend, if I'm not around telling you this 24/7, are you still going to do the things that you're doing? Are you still going to have that same passion that we talked about? So you have to have enough belief around yourself without somebody pushing you to do what you do. Regardless on what it is. You believe you can lose weight, you can do it. It's going to take some work. You believe you can go back to school, you can do it. It's going to take some work. You believe that you can change your mindset, you can do it. It's going to take some work. You believe you're going to have a better marriage, you can do it. Hey, it's going to take some work. You believe your finances are going to get better, please believe me, Linda, you can do it. It's going to take some work. All those things I just said, it takes work, some research, and some therapy. Well, a lot of people really probably don't need it, but a lot of people do. Some people will deny the therapy that they need in the mix of putting in certain character traits. Nobody wants to hear that. But at the end of the day, a lot of those things need therapy. A coach, listening to certain videos. Some people are not good with going to seek mental health therapy and the things that they want to do. Some people are not good with coaches. That's why you need an individual in your life to sit back and say, hey man, let's sit down and talk about this thing. Somebody that you really trust, that's going to really push you. Like I sat back and said before, somebody believing in you and supporting you is two totally different things. Two totally different things. That person that supports you and sit down and talk to you, he gonna fight with you, believe me. But don't sit back and think that because that individual is supporting you, that he's gonna be along every step of the way. You have to be able to do those things when that person is not available to talk or not around anymore. You have to push yourself. You have to push yourself. At times you have to sit back and believe in your own prayers. Listen to me. Sometimes you can't be uprooting an individual up out of their sleep at 2 or 3 in the morning asking them to pray for you. Do you accept the God in you? Do you believe that Linda, do you believe that you have power in your prayers? Can you intercede? Do you have a relationship with God? Man, bro, I think I went too far, huh? Not really. Huh? I believe in God. Hear me out. It's my belief. My belief. And I can't expect nobody else to come along that ride with me. If they want to ride, let's ride. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let nobody deter me from that belief system. I believe in God. I have faith in God. I believe in his power. Hey, man, I ain't going to talk y'all ear off. This was just a quick video. I got a quote by Bernie Brown. The truth is, belonging starts with self-acceptance. Your level of belonging, in fact, can never be greater than your level of self-acceptance. Because believing that you're enough is what gives you the courage to be authentic, valuable, and imperfect. Amen. Thought-provoking podcast. Let's continue to do the good work. Talk to you guys later.